good story in a video game is important, but you can't have a good story without having really good characters, and I'm going to be talking about those good characters and my personal top 10 favorite characters in Partners in Time. Now, Partners in Time has a wide variety of characters, and I'm glad that the person on screen right now suggested it to me, because it's a great idea, and I'm glad I can actually make this list. Honestly, the only rule is, this is my opinion, and there's gonna be spoilers. Again, if you don't agree with me, just say in the comments why, just don't be rude about it. And spoiler, these characters, it doesn't spoil a lot of the game, but it definitely spoils a good amount. So, make sure to play Partners in Time before you watch this. Other than that, just don't forget to subscribe, and let's get right into the top 10. I'm very confused on how they made Princess Shroob an actually good character, but there's a couple reasons why. First off, this is the only character that actually has a ton of story prevalence and why they're actually on the list. Other than that, they're just fun to talk to and they're funny. Kinda like the cutscenes, we're not the exact same scenario. But this is actually impressive that someone who doesn't talk is on the top 10 characters. But let's talk about this for a second. The main reason is because of her story prevalence. She, with the Cubaceum moment, with her dressing as Princess Peach with a Shroob on her head, her with the mothership, her knocking down the ship going into Bowser's castle. She has a ton of story prevalence, and that's what gets her high. And the other thing is that her facial expressions are just ridiculous and pretty funny. Also, she has that drink and it just continues shouting. It's really stupid but funny. But again, you can't get any higher just because she doesn't talk. And that's the biggest problem with this character by far. Kamek is a very interesting character because his main job is to help Baby Bowser. And it's what he does, and it's what he does best. Why he's number 9. But he's not super prevalent in the game, which is not good. Honestly, once you get out of Yoshi's Island, I don't really remember the next time you really see him. And that's pretty disappointing, because obviously his role in Bowser's Castle was nice. His role in Yoshi's Island's pretty nice, and it's funny when Baby Bowser takes the Cobalt Star Shards, but I really credit that to Baby Bowser, not really to Kamek. So, he's a good character, and those moments with him are pretty good, but he's just not in the game enough, which sucks. And that's my main problem with him. But when he is on screen, I'm having a good time, especially when he just gets eaten by Yub and then just gets spit out. Oh, there goes his broom. It's pretty funny, let's be real here. Baby Mario suffers from being a baby version of probably one of the blandest characters in the game. Yeah, Mario will definitely not be on this list. Baby Mario is funnier than Mario, which is a good thing, but that's just because he's clueless and he's a baby. And just example is entering Gritzy Caves, Baby Mario decides to hammer Luigi's head. That was very smart. The other thing is that when they cry, it's not infuriating, unlike Baby Peach's cry, which is so annoying, and I literally have to mute the game when it happens. Baby Bowser definitely agrees on me with this. The only thing as well is his cries aren't very annoying just because they don't happen often. And obviously, he has shining moments, unlike Mario. But the only shining moment he actually has is the Gritzy Cave entrance, where everyone really is shining at that point. But with Baby Mario, his probably best moment is when Luigi's still crying on the Koopa Cruiser, and then Baby Mario just pushes Baby Luigi out of there. That's pretty funny. He can't be higher though, just because he's a baby version of a really bland character, so he won't be great. The Elite Hammer Bros. Only number 7. Now let me explain. First off, without the antennas, they're fine. They're not great. If they were just without the antennas, they wouldn't even make the list. Obviously, with the antennas, they're pretty amazing. But there's one thing that sinks them to number 7, and that is that they're connected to tutorials. I said this before and I'll say it again. The tutorials and Partners in Time are garbage, but it stinks that these characters are attached to them. And if they had it with the helmets on or the antennas, it wouldn't make sense, which is sad, but I kind of wish they had the antennas on because it would make them better characters overall. I guess it's nice that they stick around for a while, but that's not a good thing because they're sticking around teaching us stuff, which is so annoying. And yeah, from someone who's played Partners in Time around 6 times, yeah, it's not enjoyable to just remember these guys by tutorials and not by their amazing cutscene before the boss, which sucks, but at least that cutscene's there. That's why they're number 7. We got the news reporter. So Kylie Koopa, you meet her in Yoshi's Island, in a house where she sees Yoshi's and the babies check him out, and then leads to my 10th favorite cutscene of all of Partners in Time. But the thing about Kylie Koopa is that she just has these little moments that are just amazing. Stuff like asking Mario in Gritzy's Desert, which is what you're seeing right now, when she gets eaten by Yube and then just gets spit out saying really stupid stuff. The key with the mothership getting just dropped down. And then her back and forth with Toadbert is very nice at the end. So just these little moments are just very nice for Kylie Koopa. Now, she's not amazing, because again, little moments don't go very far, but the best thing about it is I don't really have anything wrong with her. The thing about Kylie Koopa is that she isn't shown a lot, but she's shown enough where you don't just forget about her existing, and she isn't shown a lot where you just get tired of her. Which I think that's one big problem with her, is that you probably could get tired of her, but that's why I'm very glad that Nintendo put her in as much as possible without her getting bad. So, great job. This character definitely deserves number 6. Let's come back to this one in a little bit. Let's talk about number 4 and 5 collectively. Both the Toadsworths are number 5 and number 4. Now, the Toadsworth from the present is number 4, and the Toadsworth from the past is number 5. Now, the Toadsworth from the past has more story prevalence, and the Toadsworth from the present has humor. And as you can tell, I want humor more than story prevalence. But I will give young Toadsworth some credit because he gave the darkest moments in Partners in Time. Don't forget to check that video out. Young Toadsworth obviously has moment with the darkest moment in Partners in Time, but old Toadsworth doesn't actually have a really good moment that shines out. He has a ton of them. So, let's give an example. We got the ball, like the bros ball, him like screaming in pain because of his spine. We got the refresh room right at the beginning of the game. We got old Toadsworth knocking Luigi into the time hole. Just stuff like that are way better than young Toadsworth. Why? He's higher. But they suffer from the exact same problem as the Elite Hammer Bros, having to deal with tutorials, which suck. They're not as bad as with Stuffwell and Elite Hammer Bros because they're simple, but they're not good. They're still annoying. So that's why they're only number 5 and 4. You can't have tutorials in the top 3. That's just not allowed. Baby Luigi does not have much to talk about. Here's the thing. Baby Luigi is a very good character because he's the baby version of Luigi, which is obviously a very good character. And he's scared. He cries a lot, but it's funny, and there's really not much else to say. He's just a really funny character. That's really it. He's not a bland character because he comes from a really funny one, instead of Baby Mario, where he comes from this crap nothingness. So, yeah, that's why Baby Luigi is number 3. He's just amazing. Baby Bowser is an anti-hero. Normally, anti-heroes are one of my favorite characters in the game. And Baby Bowser proves that fact right there, especially because he has so many moments where they're just great. First off, the little stuff in like the Bowser duo battle and then just the tutorial battle, when he misses, you just like, oh no! And he's it's just so stupid and it's amazing. As well as him stealing the Cobalt Star shards, him having all the cookies, taking the credit for saving the Yoshis. Those just little stuff, it doesn't get in your way, but it's just so stupid and it's amazing. And that's the best part about his character. Now, the only thing that makes him an anti-hero, even though you think like, oh, he fights you so much, he's against you, is that he saves you when you die in Holly Jolly Village. So, he's definitely an anti-hero to me. But yeah, I honestly think Baby Bowser is probably the best villain in this game. Even though, again, I said anti-hero. Again, an anti-hero is still against you, so yeah. He's just a great character in all of Mario and Luigi. He's just so good. Even though people say Luigi was the star of Superstar Saga, I still think he's the star of Partners in Time as well. He's such a good character, and he's just amazing. He's super funny, especially with the babies now. He's just such a nice person, especially when, like, him trying to make baby Luigi happy. I can be here all day listing the best parts of Partners in Time with Luigi, but we'll be here all day, so I'm just gonna talk about the main parts. Great examples are Luigi making the babies happy, feeding them Yoshi cookies. The Yoshi cookies are just amazing. Giving baby Luigi the last one when he was in the hut, that's just it's so adorable. Then you have Luigi giving the Yoshi cookies to baby Mario and baby Luigi to calm them down in Yoop's belly. That's great. And then we have, right at the end, Luigi giving baby Luigi his last Yoshi cookie when baby Luigi gives Luigi his hammer. Even though he gets a concussion from the hammer, it's still nice that baby Luigi got the cookie. Some other stuff is obviously the Gritzy Cave opening entrance, which is so good. The Koopaceum fail, where he misses to jump on the Shroob. Oh my god, every single cutscene that's supposed to be funny definitely has something to do with Luigi, and if he wasn't there, I think the game would be dramatically worse. So that is definitely why Luigi is number 1 on this list. Thank you guys for watching, and you guys may be thinking that we're missing some characters, like the Stargate from Star Shrine, and most importantly, Stuffwell. Stuffwell did not make this list. I'm going to be making a video on that next, why Stuffwell did not make my top 10. But, if you did enjoy this video, leave a like, subscribe, you know, stuff like that. Leave a comment down below for a ranking idea. Obviously, Taha Mohammed was the person who suggested this idea. I really thank him for that. And if you guys have any ideas, then leave them in the comments. I respond to every single one, and yeah. Enjoy some other videos.